There are moments when everything around you feels completely silent, yet your mind continues moving without pause, creating an invisible storm of thoughts inside your head. You lie down trying to rest, but your brain does not follow that rest. Instead, it starts bringing random thoughts from different parts of your life all at once. Even simple memories suddenly return, not because you want them, but because your mind is still processing things it never fully completed or understood earlier. Old conversations replay in your head, and you begin analyzing them again, wondering if you said the right thing or missed something important at that time. Future worries appear next, creating situations that may never happen, yet your mind still treats them as if they are real problems needing immediate attention. You try to tell yourself to stop thinking, but instead of stopping, your mind responds by generating even more thoughts in different directions. After a while, you start questioning yourself, wondering why your mind behaves this way and why it refuses to become quiet even when you want it to. The truth is, your mind is not working randomly. It is trying to process unfinished emotions, incomplete situations, and unresolved internal experiences. Your brain naturally dislikes incomplete patterns, so it keeps returning to things that feel unfinished in an attempt to mentally close them. This is why even small incidents can come back to your mind again and again, especially when they were never fully understood or emotionally resolved. At times, your mind stays active because it has learned that being alert is safer than being fully relaxed in uncertain environments. This mental alertness slowly becomes a habit even when there is no real danger, causing your thoughts to stay constantly active. Over time, your brain begins to function like a system that is always scanning, always analyzing, and always preparing for what could happen next. This constant mental scanning creates a background noise in your thoughts that continues even when you are physically doing nothing. You may also be carrying more mental and emotional weight than you realize, and all of it stays active inside your thinking process. Because this load is not always expressed, your mind keeps it circulating internally, trying to organize everything at once. This creates mental loops where the same thoughts repeat again and again, without reaching any final conclusion or resolution. Your brain sometimes tries to predict every possible outcome of situations, believing that prediction will give you control over uncertainty. But instead of providing control, this process creates multiple imaginary scenarios that increase mental pressure and confusion. So what feels like overthinking is actually your brain attempting to protect you from uncertainty and unexpected outcomes. You are also highly aware of subtle changes in people, situations, and emotions, even when you do not express that awareness outwardly. This sensitivity means your mind processes more information than average, which increases internal mental activity naturally. Instead of fully feeling emotions, you often think about them, analyze them, and try to logically understand what they mean. This keeps emotions active in your mind longer than necessary because they are being processed through thinking instead of direct release. Your mind constantly seeks clarity and definite answers, even in situations where complete clarity does not actually exist. Because of this, your thoughts keep returning to the same questions again and again, searching for something that may not be fully available. Over time, thinking becomes connected with control, making your brain believe that more thinking means more safety. So your mind continues working even during rest because it thinks stopping might reduce your ability to handle life. You rarely experience true mental silence because your mind is almost always engaged with something even during relaxation. So when real silence finally appears, all accumulated thoughts rush in at once, creating a sudden wave of mental activity. This is why quiet moments often feel overwhelming instead of peaceful, because they reveal everything that was already inside. The important thing to understand is that your mind is not broken. It is simply overloaded with continuous processing. Your thoughts are not enemies. They are signals showing that your brain is trying to make sense of your internal and external world. But not every thought requires attention, and not every mental loop needs to be solved immediately in order to feel okay. Peace does not come from forcing your mind to stop thinking completely, because that only creates more resistance inside. Instead, peace comes from observing your thoughts without immediately reacting or attaching meaning to every single one. When you begin to notice your thoughts without following them, their intensity slowly starts to reduce over time. This doesn't happen instantly, but gradually as your mind learns that not every thought needs to be processed further. You start to see that many thoughts are just temporary mental events that appear and disappear on their own. As this understanding grows, your relationship with thinking begins to shift from control to observation. You realize that silence is not the absence of thoughts, but the ability to remain unaffected by their presence. Instead of fighting your mind, you begin to understand it, which naturally reduces the internal resistance you feel. This understanding slowly creates space inside your awareness where thoughts no longer feel overwhelming or heavy. Over time, that space becomes clearer, and your mind starts to settle without force or pressure. And in that clarity, you realize your mind was never the problem. It was simply trying its best to manage everything you were carrying inside.